Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This Christmas cookie video is nothing like you've seen before because my 3-year-old will be helping me out today. This is Annie. We want to celebrate Christmas with you all today by sharing our delicious sugar cookie recipe, right? It is super yummy for all of your holiday events, and these are Santa's personally favorite kinds of cookies. So write in the comments what your favorite cookie is or what your favorite making traditions are, and we would love if you shared with us. Today's recipe is going to be super easy for you to follow. In addition, if you have a little one like Annie, it will be super easy and fun for them to help. So if you love to bake, make sure to hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. It is free to hit. Now let's get this video started. Let's get to baking. All right, so we are gonna start with the cookie part first. We'll make the icing a little bit later, but for the cookies, let me introduce the ingredients for that. It's gonna be 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna do 1 cup of sugar. We've got 2 sticks of butter, so we need a cup of butter. Room temperature, make sure it's room temperature. If it's not gonna be room temperature, your cookies are gonna just not turn out. Then we've got 2 teaspoons of baking soda and half of a teaspoon of salt. Then we're gonna put some vanilla in. It's about 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we'll put almond extract in it, a teaspoon of that, and 1 egg. First, we need to cream our butter, okay? So we've got our butter in there, as you put in there so nicely, okay? And then we're gonna put our cup of sugar. So can you pour your sugar in there? Okay. Pour it all in there. Might get a little funky. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna cream our sugar, okay? So let's lift this up. Okay, so let's cream that up, okay? So now we've got our butter and our sugar mixed up in there. We're gonna add our egg. Do you wanna crack the egg? Okay. Oh, that was a good crack. Okay, let's see. Put our egg in there, and that way it will loosen it up a little bit more, okay? So let's turn this back on. Ooh. Does that look good? Oh yeah, it looks really good now. Okay, so now let's mix up our flour, our salt, and our baking soda. Okay, so we've got that. Good job, good job. Perfect, okay. Get all that going, and we're going to still use this, okay? So we need to, not yet. Okay, we've got to put some vanilla in, okay? Ooh, it's gonna be so good. Okay, there's 1, and Daddy likes a little extra, so we might get a little bit overflowing. Okay. Is it so good? Here, we'll add a little bit more. Closer to 2 teaspoons, I suppose. Okay, and then now we're gonna put the almond extract in, okay? Let's put a teaspoon in, okay?
Oh, it's white.
It's clear. Here you go. Pour it in. Good job. It's clear. Okay, now let's turn this back on. So we've got the good sugary goodness going on now, but we have to add our flour now, okay? So we're gonna put in our flour a little bit at a time. This is going to be crucial to ensuring that your cookies are gonna make a really, really good dough. And we don't want it to break apart, so just do it a little at a time. Okay, ready? Up a little bit higher. Whoa! So our cookie batter is done.
Take a bite.
You want to take a bite? Okay. So when you know it's done, it'll start pulling from the sides of the bowl. So that's when you can just pretty much turn it off. So we're going to, is it good? Yeah, that's a big piece of dough. So we're gonna lay flour out all over our bar, and we're gonna lay it flat. We're gonna roll out our cookie dough, and we're gonna put our cookie cutters all over it, and then line our baking sheets with parchment paper with a preheated oven of 350 degrees. So let's get doing that. Are you ready? Or are you just gonna eat the cookie dough? You're gonna do that, okay. So with the cookie dough, I like to do little bits at a time, not the whole thing. So I will do it probably in like 4 to 5 sections. With the amount of cookie dough she's eating right now, it's probably gonna end up being 4. So I'll just kind of roll it into the pan and then separate it into sections. And we'll be using Annie's choice of rolling pin. And then her cookie cutters, we got these at home. You can see those like the Mrs. Claus line. And this also goes with the Christmas tree in the kitchen. So if you want to see how that turned out too, I've got a video. I will link that or have that at the end of the screen. We'll see about that. But got that in the description for sure. Okay. So we like our cookies a little bit thicker. So I would say about a 1/2 inch thick. You should roll your dough out and then have your pan to the side to lay your shapes on. All right, so we got 3 baking pans full of cookie dough shaped out, and we're gonna put these in the oven, again, 350 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes. We like to keep it on the lower side to the 6 minutes. We like ours very soft, so let's put them in the oven. All right, so the cookies are out of the oven. I've lost my helper. Daddy's up playing with her, so we're gonna go ahead and make the icing. So if you hear them playing in the background, that's what that is, no problem. So the ingredients for the icing is going to be 3 cups of powdered sugar, a stick of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 of a cup of milk. It could be half or 2%, it can be whole, whichever one you prefer, whatever you have in the fridge, it will work. All I'm gonna do is just throw all of this into the mixer with a whisk and whisk it up, and then we will separate it and make specific colors and decorate our cookies. So our buttercream icing is done, and also the butter will need to be room temperature again as well with the cookies. So if you're not allowing your butter to get room temperature, nothing's gonna turn out as creamy as you need it. It's gonna get pretty clumpy. So make sure that you give yourself enough time to lay all that out. So we're going to make different colors of icing now. She has joined me because she likes the icing part. And so what I do is I have these cheap little cups. I buy these from the Dollar Tree, and I will put just a little bit of icing in each one and then stir in, yes, and stir in whatever color she wants essentially. So let's get to it. We actually use organic food coloring, so if you're wanting something a little bit more of a bright color, you might want to use actual food coloring or a food gel. We just do not use food actual dyes in our home, but if you are open to that and you want brighter colors, that might be the ticket for you. We've got 6 colors, so we need 6 bags, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? I'll put the orange in this one, okay? All right, so this is like the easiest way to makeshift a piping bag. We are not professionals here by any means, but I definitely think that it's a lot easier to use a baggie. If you have piping bags at home, obviously do that. But you just put it in the little Ziploc baggie, and then I'm going to cut a small hole in the corner piece, and that will allow us to pipe. It's a lot cleaner too if you are baking with children for Santa. Highly recommend that, and it should easily come out like so. That looks so good. I love it. All right, we have wrapped up decorating our cookies. I know Annie had a lot of fun just pouring the icing on top, and I am not talented at decorating cookies, but at least they taste good and it was fun, and Santa, of course, will enjoy them. So I will see you on the video on the screen or Disney World or back in the kitchen. We'll see you next time. Bye.